All right. Are we ready? Are we ready to rock and roll?
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I tried J-Sup as Skyrim on Skooma.
No, I'm just an addict. What's going to happen to us?
You die. She dies. Everybody dies.
That's right. But we're going to have fun doing it. Let's remake the cache. Not a bad idea. I got about 2.5 hours I can play. And then I'm going out for sushi. It's sushi night. 36-hour fast went good. I had some eggs and avocado and a little bit of potato salad for brunch with coffee. Now I'm drinking water. I did 4-mile walk with the dogs. Played some ball in the park. One of their friends was down there. So, what's up, RM? So, their friend, a big fluffy black dog named Scout. They love to run around and chase each other and have a good time. So we ran them all until they were all laying in the shade with their tongues hanging out, and then came home, and then I did the front yard. Had to do some remedial weed whacker repair. This was designed by an idiot. Basically, you line up the head, and then you send the string all the way through it. You get the same distance sticking out both sides, and then you have to turn the thing to wind the string up. Okay, pain in the butt because you're fighting a spring the whole time while you're turning it, because it's one of those click to advance kind of things. But half the string sheared off, and the other half was still in there, wrapped up. So I tried pulling the string out. I couldn't get it out, so I had to pull the whole spindle off. Only thing is, the spindle's made out of plastic, and so is the piece that screws onto it. And as soon as you grab them because they're about that big around, so you can't really grab it with your hand and spin it, right? You got to grab it with a vise, or I was using a big pair of channel locks and a vise. But as soon as you squeeze it, now it's not round, and then it doesn't want to turn. So yeah, designed by an idiot. Lux Brighter Templates is no longer there. I wonder why. Let's quit out of this, and let's find that. So do we have a Brighter Templates? That's not clicked. No. No, okay, Louis. We have brighter interior nights, but we don't have a brighter template. Maybe we wanted to get rid of the brighter template. Maybe it was because it was too bright. Okay, fine. We're gonna run it. And let's time the startup, shall we? Wrong lever. Run, start. Stopwatch is going. Let's see if we can get in there in under 2 minutes. I'd like to get in there in under 1:45. We'll see. So we're going to say no to this because we already built the cache. We are 18, 19, 20 seconds in. Ooh, 20 seconds to the black screen. Not bad. So how long until our loading screen? 29, 30 seconds, and we're at this screen. Screaming. Love it. I love the pre-caching of the files. Helps with loading so much. 48, 49, 50 seconds. Now we're waiting for it to load everything that's in the game, so this is going to take a minute. We're getting these, 57, 58, 59, 1 minute. Now we got to load the animations. There they are. Minute 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, a minute 10. And we're in here at a minute 11. Minute 20. Minute 25. See when we're going to be in game. 29, 30. 35. 38, 39, a minute 40. Are we going to beat minute 45? No. We're going to beat 2 minutes? I don't know. 53, 54, 55, 7, 58, 59. We're in game at 2 minutes exactly. 2 minutes and 0.53 of a second. Not bad though, loading into game in 2 minutes. Not bad. This is Morgana. What's Morgana doing here? She's level 58 at 120 hours in. And she's done a lot of stuff. Well, we weren't playing Morgana. We can always come back to her later. She's a rogue build, I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look at her skills. Her destruction's at 70. Restoration's at 75. Alteration's at 77. Smithing's at 80. So she's actually making her own weapons. Block, two-handed, one-handed, both at 100. Archery's at 100. Light armor's at 100. So yeah, she's a rogue. Sneak, light armor, archery, one-handed, two-handed. Sneak's at 90. Alchemy's at 80. So she's probably making poisons too. Oh. Well, check this out. She can summon gargoyles. She's running around with Ari. What's up, Ari? What do you think about the gargoyle? Alright, but that's not who we're playing today. So we need to quit back out to the desktop, and we're going to reload, and we're going to pick a different character. But that's one that we can come back to and play. I said we were going to play the our fire conjuration mage. So that's who we're going to play. She's like, I don't know, she level 20 yet? I think she's over level 20. I think we need to go drop the horn off at Ongir. So load Nakita. She's in the staff of Shalador. All right. She's our Brenton. She's level 22. All right, let's get our compass back. There's our compass. We're at 127 on our weight. What are we carrying? We're not carrying any weapons. We're not wearing any armor. We do have the horn. We do have Meridia's beacon. And we've got Anya with us. All right. So I'm guessing we got to make our way to High Hrothgar. Go talk to Ongir. Looks like we're in Whiterun Plains.
These are dark days. At least
That's the Western Watchtower off to our right.
those rebels think they can best us.
It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, still pretty dark. Sun's not up yet. We have to return to Klimek, too.
Nice day, but I wish it was snowing.
It's a bunch of Whiterun guards. Alright, so how are we going to get to Iverstead?
There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came right.
Let's go to Riverwood. Then we can get to Helgen. Then we can get to Iverstead. Then we got to go up the 7,000 steps. Maybe we want the brighter templates. Because this is pretty freaking dark. It's like 8:30 in the morning. It doesn't get bright until like 10 o'clock. Alright, whatever. Guess it's because it's raining. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Steven? We're back playing our little mage. You doing great? That's cool. I'm doing pretty good too. I did the 4-mile walk this morning with the dogs. I did get a little upset at a weed whacker I needed to do some repair on that was designed by a moron. But I got it fixed. It just wasn't easy. Took some swearing and, you know, calling the designer an idiot a few times. I think they do it on purpose. They're over there designing stuff going, oh, we really gotta fuck up Americans. We put it like this and they squeeze it, then it won't turn. Ha ha ha. I don't know, you think they do it on purpose? Oh, hey now. We got bad guys over there.
Over here.
Oh, that's not a bad guy, it's a hunter.
This what you want?
Sorry, dude. I thought you were a bad guy.
I'm not afraid to bite.
Yeah, my knee's feeling a lot better. I can actually do the 4-mile walk again with the dogs. It still hurts a little bit, but it feels a lot better than it did a week ago. So that's good news that that's healing anyway. Dogs ran into the side of my knee, in case you were not aware. Oh, really? That's some bullshit, Carlo. That was a crash. Why are you crashing? Bandit, Fear Striker, Unofficial Skyrim Special Edition Patch, Strange Rune, NPC Casting, Strange Runes. So were they casting a spell as I was leaving an area? A Bandit, Fear Striker, bug fixes. Of course, it's the unofficial Skyrim Special Edition patch. Of course it is. And something in a foreign language. Well, everybody drink. What area? I look at 3 different things. I'm looking at RGB, right? Because with those 3 colors, you can make every color. Now, if you're working a printing press, it's magenta, cyan, and yellow. Okay? No cup emoji. Okay, well, that's fine. I get the idea. That's fine. So when I'm doing it, I'm looking at those 3 colors, my red, my green, and my blue, RGB. So for blue, I'm looking at the color of the sky. And you'll find a lot of like EMBs, especially like cabbage. The sky is very washed out, very gray. And to me, that's not very realistic. I think the sky should be blue, which means that all of their other blues in the game are very washed out. When I'm looking for green, I look at the trees and I look at the plants, and I'm looking for a nice, vibrant green, not a washed out green, not a lime green, not, but an actual green, right? Like the green here, that's a nice deep green. That's what I'm looking for. So I will adjust, and I'm looking for green like in the evergreens. Look at the evergreen trees, and there's some brown in there too, but you want to get your green that way. And then when I'm looking for red, the best way I found to do red is skin. Skin is a combination between red and yellow. So again, we're looking at yellow being one of the primary colors, right? Yellow, magenta, which is kind of a reddish purple, and then cyan, which is like a light blue. Those are your three colors on a printing press to make every color. So, and for that, I'm using a different prepass. So the prepass shader I'm using is from Addis, ADYSS, and it's on Nexus. You can find it, and it's an entire prepass shader. So you can change out the prepass and the prepass INI in whatever EMB you're using. Just change those two files out, and then you will have Addis's prepass. Okay, you may have to add some code in so that it actually shows up, but it should. And then in that prepass shader, you can adjust skin tint, and you can adjust between yellow and pink and find the correct skin tint. So if you get the sky, the trees, and the skin of your characters looking correct, all of your other character or everything else in the game will be correct. Well, we're going all the way back to the staff. Okay, fine. And then I like my game a little more vibrant. So I'm adding in here, if I go here, the prepass shader is this one. This is shader add-on version 1.5 from Addis, ADYSS. And this is where you can adjust the tint and tint power and hue for skin. You can also add it in a little bit of fake HDR and a little bit of shadow lifting, 0.1, very little, right? Also, you can mess with God rays here. So it's a good pre-pass shader. The other one that I add in is the sun sprite because Rudy's doesn't have a sun sprite. So I added in a sun sprite I got off of EMB forums. And again, I was just adding in the two files, the sun sprite and the INI for it. And then I add in my post-processing, I'm adding in HDR. So without the HDR, still pretty vibrant, but with it, it's a little brighter, just a little bit. I'm not adding in very much in the interiors, but I'm adding more at night and more during the day. So let's go back out. Now, by default, Rudy's ENB does not have HDR turned on. I turned it on. It's part of the the EMB. It's just not on. We could steal a horse. Oh, that's her horse. Alright, whatever. Your cat just deleted all your save games. Oh, man. Bad kitty. Well, they should be in your recycle bin. Why don't you go to your recycle bin and just restore them? Open the recycle bin and restore your save games. And it'll restore them right back to the folder that they were in. That's how you can get them back. Unless you want to start a new game. Oh, I want that. Okay, that's knights. That's interiors. It did a restart. Well, does your recycle bin get emptied on restart? Mine doesn't.
It's got to be the Imperials. Find them.
We end it here. Ready to liberate some more.
sure they didn't think it would end this way.
It hurts.
It just means you get to start a new character and enjoy it all over again. That's all it means.
Skyrim bores me. How much longer must we stay in this wretched place?
That's a vampire. They didn't want to fight though, so. Hey, wait a minute. Weren't we supposed to go to Hamar's Shame?
You have the option to refuse. Your hostility is not appreciated.
The only problem with freezing my enemies is trying to loot them after a fight.
We didn't even get a shot off. We do need to go there. Well, hopefully we don't die. We're gonna summon a lot of helpers here. Come on, girls. Whoa!
You fight like a cat. Don't you ever get tired of this? Why are you so angry?
You think that's crazy?
Oh, please.
Hello?
I wanted to look at that. And then I wanted to look at this. I forgot I changed this whole interior. But I did.
One step at a time.
What was that?
Same thing over and over again. My body aches for these trials. Will the best schemer in all of can be a little more careful, please?
It's one of El Sopa's new carts. Headshot.
Is someone there?
Huh?
These girl would be ashamed of you. Over here.
You thimble-headed gherkin.
Damn you!
I'll return the favor. I won't have fun doing this.
The only problem with freezing my enemies is trying to loot them after the fight.
Send in the girls.
Pretty sure they didn't think it would end this way. I should have planned that better. That was about what I expected from them.
You're not helping.
The only problem with freezing my enemies is trying to loot them after the fight.
That looks like a key. So flame spell doesn't cost me anything because it's a novice spell.
Never should have come here.
The only problem with freezing my enemies
Eliminated.
is trying to loot them after the fight.
When will you start taking it all in the spirit of fun, eh?
Freezing my enemies is trying to loot them.
worth insulting.
The only problem with facing my enemies is how they're weak enough to fight.
Good job, you're so strong. Good strike, but it lacks oomph.
Pretty sure they didn't think of
I'm not mad, just want an explanation.
We should have planned that better. I can smell your blood.
Too little, too late.
Nice.
Back to dirt you go.
I have a feeling there's going to be trouble. Stay alert.
Lucky hit. I get that you're trying, but you're not. You're just full of surprises. Don't you ever get tired of this? Try that again, Why choose death? Strength comes from within. You sure are.
You're going to be sorry you crossed me.
Hey now, play nice. Please explain yourself. Doubt setting in yet? All in the spirit of fun, eh? You're not helping.
Pretty sure they didn't think it would end this way.
Nikita soup. What level am I? I am level 22. But we have a lot of summons. I've got 3 flame atronachs here, but I can summon 4 of them. I can summon up to 5. We've got Anya with us, and then we're fighting with generally this, which is a mystic katana, and we're fighting with this, which is a flaming skull, which we can use as our spell. So we're a spell sword, but conjuration, flame, enchanter, spell sword. And yes, we kick butt. But we rely pretty heavy on our summons to help us out. And then we also use some restoration magic But you can see that F6 is a healing potion also. So we can also chug a healing potion during combat, if need be. And I've got my quick light is set up as a spell, so we can do that for light. Let's go talk to Clavicus Vial. Oh, look at all the gold. And look at all the gems. Oh, soul gems galore.
Lord Vial, I have a request of you.
By all means, let's hear it. It's the least I could do since you already helped me grant one final wish for my last worshippers. They were suffering so from vampirism and begged me for a cure. Then you came and ended their misery. I couldn't have planned it better myself. So, what's your heart's desire? What kind of deal can we strike?
I'm just here to reunite you with Barbas.
That insufferable pup. Forget it. Request denied. No deal. I'm glad to be rid of him. Even if it does mean I'm stuck in
What's up, Da?
Shrine.
What's the mod list? The mod list is my mod list. It's called the Nico Experience, and it's on Wabbajack under non-featured lists.
His place back at my side?
It's actually on version 2.8.3 currently. It does require, I would say,
An axe. An incredibly powerful axe.
if you want to play it at 1440p, you're going to need at least 12 gigs worth of VRAM on your video card. If you're playing at 1080p and you set up the...
No strings attached. No messy surprises.
There's a mod that's in the mod list that will control the size of the textures in the game. If you're running everything at 1K, so 1024 by 1024, you can actually get away with a graphics card that only has 8 gigabytes worth of VRAM. And you can play this list. But I'm playing it... Here, hold on a minute. Let me see... You guys can't see this, but I'm opening up Game Bar. And it says I'm using 38% of my VRAM. I'm running at 12.6 gigabytes right now. But I'm running everything at 2K textures and just moved to my college dorm, bought a desktop from home, 3070, 1080p. Okay, well, a 3070, is that an 8 gigabyte card or is it a TI model or a non-TI model? I mean, I can show you, yeah, this. This is NVIDIA overlay. And I've got it set up where I'm on a 1440p, well, widescreen, 1440p. So 3440. 3440 by 1440 resolution, which is about 5 million pixels at 144 hertz refresh rate. So I've got it set up on adaptive. So I'm outputting, you can see up in the upper right hand corner, like right above my head, it says 151 frames a second indoors, but it'll be like 140 outdoors, 144. And I'm using, the list includes EMB frame gen. So if you can turn out 70 frames a second, it'll kick out the 140. But if you're only on a 60 hertz screen, you should run a solid 60 frames a second. A 3070 should do it. And I know everybody wants like 128K mammoth cheese, right? I mean, not literally, but everybody wants really high graphics. But what you have to think about, what can my screen actually display? So my screen is 3,440 pixels wide. But even as close as I can get to my character's face, her face is only taking up a very small fraction of my screen. So does her face or her skin textures need to be 4K? No, they don't. They'd be just fine at 1K. It's not going to lose resolution because it's not more than 1,000 pixels wide or 1,000 pixels tall. So you have to think about your screen resolution really when you're thinking about textures. But the mod I'm talking about, give me a second. We're going to Alt-Tab here for a minute. It's called Texture Downscaler, and you can see it's a white, just below widescreen support. So if you open that up, and you can open up the INI file for Texture Downscaler, and you can basically mess with here. We're gonna do this. We're not supposed to do this in game, but we're gonna do this. So we're gonna open this in Explorer. We're gonna open the SKSE plugins, and this is the Texture Downscaler INI. So what this is gonna give you, it's gonna give you what your diffuse maps are, what your normal maps, your parallax maps, your material. So you're worried about these things right here. Okay, so I have all of my, even though some things are 4K, this will at runtime reduce them to 2K on the diffuse map. So the normal maps I only have at 1K. Parallax at 1K, material at 1K, glow maps at 512, and mask at 512. You could probably run all of these at 1024 and then run all the rest at 512 and get by with 8 gigs worth of VRAM at 1080p. But that's what you're going to set up, and that's what's going to keep your VRAM usage down while you're playing. And it's built right into the mod list. And then, like I said, you're going to be running EMB Upscaler is part of the list. Well, it's not an upscaler, it's a frame gen. So, I misspoke. EMB frame gen. And it's going to double whatever frame rate you're getting. And it's part of the list. It's built in. So even if your system can only kick out 30 frames a second, you'll be seeing 60 frames. And if you're on a 1080p 60 hertz monitor, it can't display any more than 60 frames per second anyway.
Surrender now. I'll let you live.
Oh, that's bad.
When will you start taking accountability? You might need some more training.
Oh, okay, we need some help. Give me some help.
Just bad aim, huh?
Get a couple of my girls in here.
Last mistake you'll make. Come at me again. You fight well. I'll survive.
We're dead.
I will survive.
Thought the Berserker killed us. What in Herstein's unholy name? That's a werebear. It's a Berserker. So everybody drink. We died. At level 22. Did. That's right, did. We'll see if they resurrect me. If the screen goes white, we didn't actually die. If it goes black, Then we deal with Shadow of Skyrim. It's infested. Yeah, it's got blue mushrooms growing out of its back, which are the way you become a berserker, by eating the blue mushrooms. So we actually died. That's kind of a bummer. So this is Shadow of Skyrim. It doesn't actually go back to the last save. Yep, you got a drink. All right, is it going to load? I need more liquid, actually. It may not load. So I'm petting a fluffy animal right now. Yeah, we died. That means we got to go back to a previous save. Bummer. No, Paya's laying next to me. Anyhow, that's texture downscaler is what we were looking at. Good mod. But if you go up here into optimization, you'll see I've got ENB frame gen and ENB anti-aliasing are both part of the list. I don't have them turned on my list because I'm running the latest upscaler from Pure Dark. Although I'm not upscaling, I'm just using it for frame gen. But I do like the adaptive frame gen. All right, we're going to start this up. Let me go and get a refill on my water. I'll be right back. All right, now we have fresh water, which is a good thing because I need lots of liquid. So we're going to rebuild the cache. And let's try not to unlock Mod Organizer while we're playing. You're not supposed to. Don't do it. I did it so that we could look at the texture downscaler. What's nice about that is it happens at runtime, so you don't have to. It's kind of doing the same thing that VRAMer was doing, although you don't have to run VRAMer, so it doesn't take an hour, right? It does it at runtime. And you don't have to have, those files there because it's just doing it at runtime. It's picking a bitmap, which is a smaller version of the same texture. But yeah, that definitely keeps your VRAM usage down. And it's good for people who don't have, they only have like an 8 gigabyte card. if you've only got an 8 gigabyte card, you can still play a mod list like this, at least at 1080p. I mean, you're not going to get 4K textures if you don't have the VRAM for it. If I run it at 4K textures and 2K normals, it'll pull 21 gigs of VRAM, which is insane. You know? What's up, Dante? And I don't, if you play for a couple hours, it'll even fill up 32 gigs for the VRAM, which is, I'm on a 5090, that's all it's got, So that's why I'm running it at lower textures. I've got way too many 4K textures in this game. And they don't need to be because I'm not on a screen that can display it. I mean, I can display 3440 wide, but how often am I going to get close to something where it fills my entire screen left to right? So like right now, even if I'm looking at this rock, it's not going to lose any resolution. Even as close as I can get to it, it's not blurry because it's not filling the whole screen. Same thing with the snowberries. So 2K is just fine. All right, well, we got to go back into... I think we already did Hamar's Shame. Hold on a minute. Yes, we got to retrieve the rueful axe. So let's bring our girlfriend Anya up here with us.
You bumped into me again. Are you cold yet?
Oh yes, freezing. So we got to watch out for this berserker down here. He's going to be tough. He's down by the alchemist shack. What difficulty are we on? We are playing on expert difficulty. So we're kind of challenging ourselves at level 20 at expert difficulty. But we do have a lot of summons. What's our... So our armor rating's at 195. That's not bad. You only play on Legendary? You're going to get your butt kicked if you're playing my list. Legendary cheats.
I should have planned that better.
Come here, Wolfie. I double dog dare you. Let's get some of our girlfriends in here. Now we got 5 summons. We'll get the high ground. But I've got the high ground, Anakin. There he is, right there.
Dead on.
Chilling, isn't it?
Thread in the needle.
He killed the... Oh, he just hit the interesting NPC. He didn't kill him.
Threading the needle.
Alright, we got him. Nice. So that was good to take him out from a distance. Is that Thistle? That is Thistle. I don't think I have a carrot. Maybe I did have a carrot. Find a treat. Well, there's carrots in here, isn't there? There is a carrot. There's carrots out here, too. So where did Thistle go? Is there a dead berserker? There's some more bear's paw. I don't know where Thistle went. Where'd you go, Thistle? Come back to Thistle. I see this up here. I want to go get this. It's because I use Vulcanator for my perk overall. Really strong, really fast. Well, do you use Vulcanator Black or just Vulcanator? I use Ordinator. Yeah, Vulcanator Black has a lot of options. We're looking for Thistle. Where's Thistle? Yes, I just turned off the grass so I could find Thistle. Well, I didn't know there was more of this bear's paw over here.
Why would you do that?
Ouch! We just died. That sucked. That sucked pretty hardcore. This is what happens when you don't wear any armor. Everybody drink. I don't think we're gonna get saved. Nope, going black. Where's it gonna spawn me? Alright, well, we gotta go take out the cougar.
Is there any way you'd rather spend the day than drinking hunting brew?
Uh-oh. Oh, no. I'll use the offhand dagger. There's our cougar. There's our cougar.
You feel compelled to die? You might need some more training.
Took him out.
Nothing burns like the cold.
Got an imp over here.
I should have planned that better.
So you see I lost a bunch of stuff. Had to go and get it back. And now I lost my debuff, exposed flanks, and I got forceful blows from taking out the cougar. Let's toggle the grass back on. I can't seem to find Thistle. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to find Thistle to give him a carrot, but...
Oh, that one's on me, I suppose. I really think you should practice some more before using that. Would have moved had you asked. You're not helping.
we can't kill him. So I think what we need to do is we need to do this.
I call first dibs on the loot.
All right, I need to get to... there.
The only problem with freezing my enemies is trying to loot them after the fight.
So pretty much north.
About what I expected from them.
So that's south. We want to go east, so we kind of want to go this way. Trying to get back to Iverstead. Setting up our Dwemer tent. Heavy TGIDG. I don't know what TJIDG is. Typo.
About time I introduced you.
I'm pretty sure they didn't think it would end this way. My mixed elemental heritage allows me to withstand the cold.
A beaver.
It makes me hard to be near because cold is a part of me.
Okay, don't interrupt me while I'm trying to go to bed. Have known your enemy to armor, so heavily armor gives you 30% weakness to shock from metal armors. Well, I have like racial abilities and stuff like that. I don't have anything like that for armor. Looks like we're a little stressed out, so we probably need
Good luck
to...
falls where it falls, like a toppling tree. Me? I keep my
15% chance to make the target. I'll take that. 30% more powerful. We'll take that. We're not using runes. Mainly fire spells. Okay, that's a good one. So why don't we increase our health by 50 points?
There's something that attracts me to you. I can't explain it, but I like it. How is it you warm me so?
Armor, cloak, data, 3 magic effects. Chosen magic effects will activate when you're affected by the chosen spell type. Well, we do a lot of armor spells. And what do we want to increase? Armor rebalances all the armors in the game. Bonus protection. Okay. So that would add another, how about 50% magicka, utility, spell schools, an extra 10% destruction magnitude. Plus 50 armor. An extra 10% magic resistance or a chance to absorb spells. Plain Skyrim AE? Oh my gosh, sacrilege. How could you play it plain? No. Plus 10% attack damage. We'll take that. So that's a really good one for alteration magic. And we probably want to dump another one in this one. Protection spells, Stone Flesh, 150% stronger. All right, let's get back to Iverstead. So that's going to make it... If we do... Well, we're hungry and thirsty, but I'm curious about this. Right now, we're at 195 armor rating. But what if we cast this? Now what are we? 345 armor rating. Woohoo, baby. Nice. That's what we wanted. That sounds like a bear. That's a bar.
I can take a lot more than that. Are you trying to test my patience?
I left a bow down here. Haven't had a chance to find out your problem with MO2. Well, I don't know about your problem. But hopefully you get it worked out. This looks bad. Okay, that worked out pretty good. That is a skill book. Gotta go? Okay, well, thanks for stopping in. Good to see ya. This is the bow we left here. Let's get this on the map. This is Caden's house. Just for shits and giggles, we're going to throw a save right here. There's a manual save. Should we go talk to Temba about the bear problem?
Well, to the Villamere Inn. If there's
Can you
anything
believe
I
it?
can get you,
Another
just
pile
let
of
me
logs
know.
ruined.
She's looking for a husband, too.
Bears are driving me crazy. You having a bear problem? Are you kidding? Those damn things will drive me right out of business. Tell you what, bring me 10 of their pelts from anywhere in Skyrim. I'll gladly pay you for thinning out the herd. Now go give those stupid bears what's coming to them.
I'm well fed. Doesn't say I'm thirsty anymore either. I'm kind of curious about that. That's Daraki.
If there are 500 steps to each marker, then maybe... Ah, this is pointless. Daraki cannot rely on shortcuts.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Yes, perhaps you can. There is something foul afoot, friend. Daraki can smell the stench of betrayal in the air.
Oh, that's just Miss Temba. She has her own special musk. Best to ignore it.
There are many strange aromas in this town, but that is not what Daraki speaks of. It is High Rotkar and the conspiracy of the 7,000 steps.
Perhaps it would be best if you explained your dilemma in detail.
Daraki talks of the steps to High Rotkar. Many travelers come to walk the pilgrimage of the 7,000 steps. Yet Daraki finds that number peculiar. Do you not find it odd that the number is so round? Was the path altered to match the myth? Are the steps not all the same size? I have found it difficult to believe, based on my calculations, that there can be any more than 6,972 steps.
Even if it were so, no one has the time to count the steps one by one.
Ah, which is precisely what makes it so ingenious. If it were only 100 steps, they could never get away with it. The fact that the number is so impossibly high makes it so that no one can question its merit. The steps must be counted one by one. It is the only way anyone can be sure.
Why is the number of steps so important to you?
That's a good question.
It is about trust. You see, Daraki did not come to Skyrim alone. His childhood friend Adanya was by his side. Adanya had heard Khajiit caravans were thriving here. She begged Daraki to come with her. Adanya had promised Daraki that she would never leave his side. She vowed that she would never leave him alone in this cold, terrible place. But that was a lie. We had come through the gate to the south from Cyrodiil. We followed the road north when we were ambushed by bandits. There were so many of them. Daraki did not know what to do. That is when Adanya did a terrible thing. She pushed Daraki into the trees, threw herself at the bandits, and Daraki, he saw her die.
She saved your life, fool.
Ah, good to see you again. How'd that delivery go?
I got it done.
I delivered the supplies to High Hrothgar.
Quite a climb, wasn't it? Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles. Right then.
Oh. We have a job to do.
Eye of the Tiger.
Clemac's gonna rat me out.
One step at a time.
Took out Narfi.
Loyalty.
Hold on to your pants.
These things have been my guiding stars. My light in these dark times. we come alive in it. We're thrilled.
Have you said your prayers yet?
Got about an hour. Then I'm gonna go eat some sushi.
We could totally call a truce, but whatever.
You know what?
You sure trial and error will get you there?
I don't know if I want the dagger.
Stepping up to me is detrimental to your health. Well, that's Barbas.
Ah, you've retrieved the horn of Jorgen Wilco. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push.
Da?
Da. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da. You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards. You are ready. Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar, Sky, guard you.
Why are shouts in the dragon language?
Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it.
I want the shout to summon my keys.
What does it mean to be dragonborn?
Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready.
Okie dokie. 5. Party snacks.
High above, voice within.
We should probably go pick up. I left some swords up here. They're over here. These swords. Should be a short sword and a dagger. Where's the short sword? There it is. Now, if I was using weapons, these are based on Mithradin. Which I believe was Kit Ray. Well, we're going to dump those off in the staff, along with the bow we picked up. Because we're only using conjured weapons. And clothing.
My foster father taught Kelsa and I everything he knew about bounty hunting. I intend to continue his work, unless something more important comes up. This is your home? Nice and cozy. Where do I sleep?
In my lap. Oh wait, did I say that out loud? Well, I wish I could read Cyrillic, but I can't. So I have no idea what you said, but... hello.
Nice place.
Could you give me an English translation for that, please? Because I have no idea what you're asking. Don't feel bad, I don't understand Spanish either. There's lots of languages I don't understand. I wonder how many bear pelts we have. If we have enough for Temba. We have 7, 8. We need 2 more. That's Barbas. So we're up here. We need to... Kind of need to go there. Dragon Bridge. Morthal.
Once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding. Need a ride?
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Morthal.
Climb and back and we'll be off. Oh, steady.
I'm hoping to run my own inn someday. Give me your best. I really think you should practice some more before you... I'm not mad, just want an explanation, that's all.
Uh-oh, did we just freeze up? We might have just froze up. Well, that blows. We got about a half an hour. Should we go back in and try to get that? Let's go back in and try to get that. Too much happening. So yesterday I played nice. Day before I played nice. Today, not playing so nice. I feel like I'm ready for a nap. But I'm going out to dinner in about a half an hour. Dinner and then a nap. That sounds good. Ooh, I know who that is. It's one of the restoration.
I'd like training in restoration magic.
Picked a bad time to get lost. Thought I heard something.
Care to show some spirit? Do not underestimate the gravity of your predicament.
I'll see you burn. Come on. I've waited too long for this. I'll try and make this quick.
I'll rip your guts.
Fight!
No more! I yield! I yield! I cannot best you!
Now
see you
this is
burn.
surprise.
I'll show you a real fight!
You picked a bad fight. You choose death. You scoundrel.
Time to die, hero.
gloves are coming off.
We cooked them.
Have you said your prayers yet? Done being nice now, gonna put your lights out. Just...
What's up, Sudden? You're coming right in at the tail end. I got about 15 to 18 minutes. We're playing a pure mage build this time. She's a fire mage and a summoner. And we're going unarmored, so if you look at everything she's wearing, it's all clothing. But our armor rating's 195, but we've got it set that if we do this, our armor rating's 345. So that is oak flesh. We're also summoning, we can summon a bunch of flame atronachs. And we're running around with Anya. And our weapons, we're using only summoned weapons. So that's our katana. And we're using fire magic.
I won't hold back anymore. You're hurting me. It's fine. No need to explain.
So an interesting way to play.
I think you should reconsider. Oh, that one's on me, I suppose. More than fair, I suppose.
We just froze up again. That sucks. That's an actual crash. So let's find out why we crashed. That's probably what we're going to call it for today. Hey, Graven. Spriggan, one with nature. Right to save game. I don't know why a hag raven would be doing it. Well, in any case, that's it for me for today. So until next time, people, peace out.